one of the finest plants of planet Earth. We have it in India.
Come, Prince of
Come.
Darkness.
Not even a single tree left in the forest now. Not even one.
You are not a fanatic, you just appear as one.
Even the goat doesn't eat this.
Love and marriage, they go together like a horse and carriage. So we are at the Yatra Garden with Dr. Ramakantha and Dr. Sreenath, and we are going to do a botanical walk through the garden. This is actually a spiritual garden. We'll explain a little bit as we go along. But here we are right at the very entrance, and I have a hat. I seldom wear a hat, but knowing that I would be sharing screen with the Kannada cowboy, I decided that I must get my hat. Yes, sir.
We begin with this medicinal plant. It is a shrub, but if you leave it alone, it becomes a small tree. Highly medicinal. In Gujarat, they have a, this is a cough syrup material.
Oh, what is it called?
Adatoda.
Adatoda.
Adu soge in Kannada. Adatoda means Adu kuda toda matingadu. I'll explain. I'm not great authority in Tamil, but I'll tell you, even the goat doesn't eat this.
Oh.
One of the terrible memories of my childhood is I get lots of phlegm, cold, cough. My mother would make a decoction out of it, make us all, force us to drink. We were 7 boys. And we threw it. Oh my goodness, horrible.
But did it work? But was your congestion better after that?
Of course. Only the process was very violent. So, there is one we will show you. This is almost all over India.
Okay, pan-Indian.
Pan-Indian plant, medicinal plant, recognized all over India for its medicinal properties. We have one, this is Adathoda bedami, endemic to the Western Ghats. We have it in the garden.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So let's proceed into the garden.
Garden.
The Yatra Garden is, of course, a collection of points or knots. It's a depiction, physical depiction of the spiritual anatomy. We'll talk a little more about it as we walk. Yeah, we have another plant that we have to see.
And of course, the name.
The quintessential neem.
The quintessential neem.
Yeah.
And the fruits are, sorry.
You want me to get to them?
Oh, you are tall, you're standing,
Oh, no.
you're standing tall, bro. And one for each one.
And Chanakya is on the camera, so we will need a neem.
You should eat 5 leaves.
5 leaves, oh God.
5 leaves. And
I don't know if I can manage this, but all right. I mean, good things come sometimes in bitter packages. So 5 leaves, you sure, brother?
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. I don't think you'd want a close-up on my face right now. Holy.
But then this is good. Sweet. You don't have to bite
It's
into
very
it.
bitter. It's very bitter. Just have to convince myself that it's good for me. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'm exaggerating.
The fruit is tasty.
And the neem fruit. Here is the neem fruit. This is very nice. Mildly sweet. So, a bittersweet start to the morning. So the Yatra Garden, as we were saying, is a physical depiction of spiritual anatomy. These are various points. It's like chakras, you can call them knots. These are energy network. Our energy body is kind of superimposed on our physical body, and there are certain points where the network of these energy channels intersect and they become like a kind of a knot. And it's really mind-blowing. I wouldn't believe in this stuff, but actually there are places in the body where you feel, say, guilt, where you feel stress, where you feel something related with the material world. This actually can be correlated to points, and this is one of the great researches of Babuji Maharaj, who was the founder of the Heartfulness movement. So he has actually plotted out, and you can actually feel it by experience. I'm sure all of you have felt stress, have felt happiness, have felt guilt. All these emotions, they are stored in certain places. They are kind of their impression is in certain places, and you can feel it in your physical body if you just pay attention.
Yeah. I restrict myself to trees.
Okay, you are restricted. Yes.
It's not a commitment. I'm just
I
telling
know
myself.
you will not be able to resist, brother. I know a little later you will jump in.
Kalpavruksha. Actually, I was told by one great architect, not good to take his name, that don't ever grow it in Hyderabad. Such sweeping winds, they all, fall off. And he showed a disastrous
Results.
result.
Huh.
When I saw it, we should not, I thought. But I'm happily proved wrong. But, so we have this Kalpavruksha. Dr. Sreenath talks, I mean, the whole world. Every part of this plant is useful.
Wow.
Kalpavruksha,
So what is the trunk used for example?
This is very hard.
Huh.
It can be used as an ornamental piece. Some carving. My cousin has done it. Of course, it's a fuel wood, and
not suitable for construction, to be used in construction.
They don't do it, but it's very hard.
Very hard, huh?
Yeah, they don't do it. I haven't seen it. Of course, the Dr. B.M. Hegde, a great cardiologist, he said they had dubbed this coconut oil as, poison for human heart.
Yes.
He's the one who said only the coconut oil a child can digest in the mouth. All other oils can kill a child. And then this is good for your health. Now the world has woken up.
Yes. Now everybody is
for dementia and Alzheimer's.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
People have coconut oil in their coffee now.
Yeah.
That's the ashram manager who has just passed us by.
And then this is a thatch.
Yes, of course, it's used as a thatch roof.
And also for in Kerala, Karnataka, South India, they make beautiful, the weaving and then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So Kalpavriksha.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Coconut.
So Dr. Sreenath is a taxonomist. He has extensive knowledge about trees and their use and their origin. And he is a real storehouse of information. So it's a joy to walk around with him. And Dr. Ramakant, of course, is the what can I say? He is legendary. Retired from the Forest Service as Principal Chief Conservator of Forests, and now devotes his time to conservation and spirituality.
You need no introduction, it appears.
I think it would be better if we carry on.
No, why?
Woof is enough introduction.
He goes by the name Hill Dog. He is the head of Kanha Shanti Vanam media team.
I'm just
the Heartfulness
coordinator, not the head, just a coordinator for media projects. Better term.
Better term. Okay. Yeah, and we have a Kanha cast together.
Oh, please time to plug the podcast. Yes, we have 2 episodes together. One is a walk in the rainforest, one is a podcast in the studio, and the third is this now.
Yeah. So. Come.
So you can tell us while we're walking, how long has this taken to develop? This whole area, it seems like it's been planned meticulously, and you see so much greenery around.
It's planned by Daaji.
Planned by Daaji.
Daaji, and I have seen him doing changing, and then should it be here? Should it not be there? What is the kind of a thing? So as we go further, these chakras, usually for most of humanity, as Brother Rudy said, it is like a knot. Knot means you take 2 threads, put it in your pocket. After half an hour, you take it out. It's all tangled up. Okay, so only a beginning of the spiritual process, it becomes chakra. Chakra means movement, denotes movement. So Each chakra has a color. As we enter, I will tell you, this is Hridaya chakra. We share 3 chakras with the animal world. The evolution starts, human evolution starts from the Hridaya chakra, and it has yellow color. So he tells myself, and then there is one partner of mine, he did enormous work, Brother Sarvanan. So we made the whole place, the first knot, the first chakra, Hridaya chakra, as yellow.
Wow.
And then quintessential of this spiritual yatra is this pillarless dome. You talk about it. Come.
Yeah, this pillarless dome is, I think it's 52 feet, if I'm not mistaken, in diameter, and it has amazing acoustics. Uh, there is a sign here saying silence, please, but with Dr. Ramakantha and me around, that is extremely difficult to follow. I don't think any of us are going to remain silent for too long.
Since there is no one around, we can take the liberty of being what we are.
So you can see the concentric circles here on the floor, and I can already hear my voice echoing. The concentric circles, which is kind of a depiction of your journey towards the center. That is the spiritual journey towards the center. There are various regions that you pass through, you know, and there is the heart region and then the mind region. These are all, this is kind of depicted in the human body in the form of knots, but here it's depicted in concentric circles. And when you come right to the center, it is literally like being amplified. My voice is being amplified and coming back to me. It's like natural surround sound. This dome was constructed under the supervision of Daaji, of course, by Brother Ram Kumar Rangalekam, who's done a fantastic job of. It's a real art to make this dome. You know how they build it up in circles. It's quite fantastic.
Expansion.
Yes, you feel that sense of expansion. Here is the center, and expanding out, that is creation. Expanding back in is spirituality. Fabulous. So, Daaji, we just mentioned Daaji a few moments ago. For those of you who don't know, he's the guiding force between this, for this campus, Kanha Shanti Vanam, and the Global Heartfulness Guide, who, under whose sort of training and guidance, over 16,000 trainers are training people free of charge in meditation around the world, in over 160 countries. Which way? This way? Wow, so this rock has special properties. Brother Chanakya, who's behind the camera, it's from his native place, and it reflects sound. It creates echo even in open spaces. Wonderful. So this has been just about 6 to 7 years in the making, this entire garden.
This entire garden.
Which is phenomenal.
That beautiful, huh? Koel.
Yes.
Only in this season you get.
Yes. We're also hearing the brain fever bird these days, you know.
Yes.
The
Even
hawk
in the
cuckoo, yeah.
dead of the night,
Yes.
early in the morning.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Couple Paco. What is it? How do you say?
The brain fever.
And that is for the
Kafal
British.
Paco is a different one. It's a different cuckoo. Kafal Paco. Kafal Paco. That's a different cuckoo.
Yeah.
This one goes brain fever. Brain fever. That's what they call papihara, no? The hawk cuckoo.
Yeah.
That beautiful song, Bole Re Papihara. Vani Jayaram. We are at point number 1, which is physically situated here, but this is a representation of it. And as Dr. Ramakant was saying, that they have tried to make the plants, choose the plants in such a way that it reflects the color yellow, because the quality of point 1 is that it has the color yellow. So you'll see the choice of plants and the choice of even building materials has been dictated by that. So you can see the yellow all around, the choice of yellow. Yeah, this morning I walked past this hibiscus. It was so beautiful. And in the morning, the hibiscus, of course, is closed. You know, it's just opening up early morning. Now, these flowers which were closed this morning have now just sprung open. Look at the span of the flower. It's so beautiful. I don't know if Dr. Ramakant appreciates the hibiscus because it's probably a non-native.
And that shouldn't matter. If they
This,
have multiple value, I have no objections.
yes.
Only ornamental.
So Dr. Ramakant does not appreciate the use of non-native trees and plants for just ornamental purposes.
Because a large number of Indian plants are on the brink of extinction and the whole humanity doesn't seem to know about it. There is a species of tree that we have it here. There are many species of trees that we have here which are less than 100 in the wild.
Wow.
They are in the IUCN red list, they are considered as critically endangered. One meaning is that in 20 years to come, you may not find one such tree on planet Earth.
Wow.
As we walk through, we will introduce you to such
Oh, wow.
critically endangered plants here in this Yatra Garden.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. We are moving now from point 1 to point 2 where the color changes to red. So the plants have been chosen to reflect the color red. And you can see even on the floor the color used is red.
Well. Yeah.
That neem still has this bitter aftertaste, huh?
I like bitter taste. Can't stand sour.
What are we looking for now?
Lord Jesus statue.
Oh, Lord Jesus statue.
Yeah,
That's
this
Lord
is
Jesus.
the second point, Atma Chakra. Here in the biblical language, when someone travels from Hridaya Chakra to Atma Chakra, a peace that surpasses human understanding becomes ours. And it's wonderful to be.
Peace and compassion.
Compassion.
So, represented here by a statue of Lord Jesus. We have plumeria, red plumeria growing there, right?
That's right.
It's also called frangipani.
Frangipani, Plumeria rubra.
Plumeria rubra. That's the red one.
The red one. And you will see Plumeria alba there.
That's the white one. Because as we move from point 2 to point 3, the color changes to white. Each point also has a base element. So the point 1 is the earth element, and point 2 is the sky or space element in a way, akasha. And now we move on to the fire element, which strangely, counterintuitively is white. It's a white fire. It's a deeply purifying fire. What is it?
This is
what have we found?
One of the finest plants of planet Earth. We have it in India.
Wow.
Ashoka.
Ashoka.
Sita Ashoka. This demon king Ramana abducts Sita Mata and keeps her in Ashoka Vatika. A garden full of Ashoka. One great Yakshagana artist asked me, do you know why he kept her under a Ashoka Vatika? I was very young. I was in Mangalore as a DFO, and he was an MLA, Yakshagana artist, late Kumble Sundar Rao. And to say no in a young age is difficult, painful.
So you tried a guess?
No.
You didn't?
No.
I would have attempted some nonsense.
No, I said, oh no, sir. He laughed and said, if he were to have kept her under a mango tree, then also people would have, why did he keep her under a mango tree? I felt little relieved. I felt okay. Then he turns as we were walking in Pilikula Nisargadama. It's now one of the famous garden in Mangalore city. He turns and says, Ashokam Shokanashanam. It sucks away the sorrow from you. Even though the Ramana abducted her, he thought probably she will
not
be
feel
relieved
that sad under
and
the Ashoka
also
tree.
the leaves, now they are very robust green. delicate pink, beautiful.
New leaves, when the
New
new leaves.
leaves.
Yeah, yeah.
And the flowers are mildly fragrant, beautiful. He must have hoped she will forget Lord Rama at least for a minute, looking at the beauty. It didn't.
It didn't happen.
Why it is so much, sacred plant of India? Why? Panacea for all human women-related ailments,
Ah,
menstrual cycle irregularity. So just take the bark or even the leaf decoction, drink it regularly,
wow.
and it sets right. Any.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And allopathy validates that now.
New research.
New research.
Amazing. Sita Ashok.
Sita Ashoka, Saraka Ashoka.
Ashoka
I have
Shokanashanam.
to tell you, what Dr. Sreenath says is so disconcerting. It was part of Nalamalai,
Hmm.
part of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Now he says he has done extensive research work in Nalamalai forest. This Ashoka tree used to be there, not even a single tree left in the forest
Oh.
now, not even one.
Because
And
of
authoritatively, how
because
it
of human
has
intervention.
human interventions, maybe climate change, how they get edged out
Ah,
remains a mystery. It takes why it went away,
wow.
but it went away very recently in the last 2 decades. 2 decades?
Incredible. Incredible.
Yeah. So that's why a place like this, many people ask, why a rainforest? Why this? This is a rainforest, typical rainforest. Why here in the semi-arid landscape? Where it is going, not in our control.
Yeah.
Here at least we have.
It's a protected
It's a second
space.
home.
Hmm.
Now he says it has gone away. All we have to do, we have plenty of, we are now, they are flowering and fruiting. We are reproducing them in our nursery. All we have to do is to write to the forest department, introduce them. If we
Wonderful.
don't have this germplasm, everything is lost.
Wonderful. So this is actually a conservation effort. It's not just for optical
No.
pleasure. It's actually has a
Yeah.
purpose.
That is the purpose why I may appear like a fanatic.
Huh.
Say I don't touch anything which is
Huh.
not native.
You are not a fanatic. You just appear as one. Okay, news to me.
It's based on some logic.
Yes, indeed.
Huh?
Indeed.
Taliban is not a bad word. It's a disciplined fellow.
I don't know how much we'll need to censor of this talk, but yes, Taliban is not a dirty word. Okay. But just now Doc mentioned the Yakshagana artist. Yakshagana is a folk theatrical form of Karnataka. And I've been introduced to it by Dr. Ramakantha. And it's fantastic how they theatrically reenact the Mahabharata, the Ramayana, all the epics. And they go from village to village. So it's a folk art form. Actually, I think even that art form is endangered now in the age of cell phones and cinemas and all of that. This Yakshagana art form. Dr. Ramakant mentions very often that all that he learnt about Indian mythology and epics in the early years was Yakshagana performances.
And profound. It's a vigorous dance drama. And also dialogue delivery soon after a vigorous
and
dance.
A lot of improvisation,
Improvisation. Sometimes I felt that, okay, hero is losing ground.
Because it's not written in, the script is not written. So you are actually...
Wally, the monkey god, he is having an argument and Lord Rama is
sweating. Vali, the monkey king, is winning the argument.
You are unethical. He accuses Lord Rama. You shot me from the back. And
wonderful.
Yeah.
Yakshagana. So a large maintenance team takes care of this garden. It's the horticulture nursery and Forest by Heartfulness. They together maintain this garden and keep it in pristine condition. And since we are at the third point now, it's white color, the white fire, the purifying fire of the point number 3.
Love and anger.
Love and anger. They go together.
Dvandvas. Ashiprinya.
Ashiprinya, yes. There she goes. Dvandvas. There's a song called Love and Marriage. Love and marriage, love and marriage, they go together like a horse and carriage. This I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the
Other.
other.
And look at this ficus, variegated. This
Yeah.
is Ficus religiosa, variegated ficus.
So this variegation is like genetically introduced. How is it done? It's like because it's not a natural thing, is it?
It is a series of hybridization.
Series of hybridization, and that's how you get this variegation. But this is also for ornamental purposes, basically. It
It's
has no,
ornamental.
yeah.
Yeah.
You want to test me, brother?
Yep.
This is Magnolia Neelagirica. Narrow endemic range in the Nilgiri forest, but now found also in Kanha Shanti Vanam, thanks to the efforts of Forest by Heartfulness and of course guided by Daaji. And it's extremely fragrant flower.
Found only in the high altitude range of Nilgiris and nowhere else on planet Earth, narrow endemic plant.
Narrow endemic.
And it is more fragrant than the
Champaka, which is Magnolia Champaka, which is the common champak magnolia that you have here.
You're doing a good job, brother.
I'm learning from the best, bro. What is this, Doc?
So this is a one type of davana, a name called Artemisia stellatiana.
Artemisia
Stellatiana.
stellatiana. Okay.
Stellate means it is having a stiff leaf.
Yeah, it's a stiff leaf. It doesn't bend easily. Is it fragrant?
Yes, it
Very.
is a very
Oh, wow.
and also
Oh, my
medicinal.
goodness. A remedy for sunstroke.
Sunstroke. Immediately it will get relief.
Ficus benjamina.
Ficus benjamin.
One Indian ficus, there are about 600 species in the world. We have about 60 species. One Indian plant widely used in Indian gardens is that.
Okay.
But I can tell you with total confidence that majority of the plants that we find in our urban gardens are non-native.
Oh.
Yep. This is one exception. You find
Okay, so this is a native.
Yeah.
But of course discovered by somebody named Benjamin.
I have no objection to it.
And you can see some spider lilies flowering there.
Spider lily can be replaced with, there is something called Crinum asiaticum. We'll show you.
Yes.
Where is it? Where could it be? This is also variety rubrum. This is Indian.
Okay. Rubrum.
This plant puts that spider lily to shame. When I was a child, we would go to a barber once a month or so. If there is a cut, there was no Dettol in that.
Of course.
Remote
Growing up in
village.
the Western Ghats.
Western Ghats. So he would take that knife and make an incision into the stem of it, tear-like, clear liquid oozes out, and he would take that in the knife and where there
Oh,
is,
wonderful.
he would. It is antiseptic.
Wonderful.
So every barber shop had this crinum plant. What do you do with the spider lily?
It has a nice smell.
This also has a nice smell.
And some water lilies here.
Yeah. The native plant also has smell. This is Jala Chakra, the water chakra. So here the fear and courage are the dvandvas. Predominantly black. When you meditate, you feel the darkness. That's an elevated point actually. When we meditate with the help of pranahuti, we would feel where the work is happening. So when you feel the darkness, how do you represent it in a garden? The stones are dark. Plants have to depict darkness. Most challenging, but successfully done.
I would recommend a statue of Darth Vader here. The Dark Lord. Or the Dark Knight. Maybe Batman. Could we have Batman here? The Dark Knight?
Both of them lacked purity. So they are not, they have to be first, worked upon in the first Hridaya chakra, then they have entry.
Okay. So no entry into point 4 immediately.
तेलुगु हिंदी क्या नाम है साहिब? रमाकांत.
रमाकांत नाम है आपका?
मैं
अरे वाह!
सारी
आप
दुनिया
इनसे
में
भी
मैं
मिलिए,
ही रमाकांत.
इनका भी नाम रमाकांत है.
सच में?
आप कहाँ से हो भैया? बिहार से. अरे वाह, ये कर्नाटका के रमाकांत हैं. वाह.
बहुत कम लोग का नाम रमाकांत है ना?
वाह. We have just met a member of the maintenance team who is named Ramakant. I mean,
that's a very rare name actually.
It's a very rare species. It's a narrow endemic species, not endemic to Bihar and Karnataka now. तो बिहार में कौन सा जिला भैया? अच्छा,
आरा से हो.
बढ़िया बढ़िया बढ़िया. So the darkness of the Ramakants meets at point 4, huh? It's like you are attracted to darkness, huh?
But actually I am a cave dweller.
Oh, okay.
I feel my wife was just opposite. Few cloudy days and she would become depressed.
Yeah.
For me, all poetry comes.
Wow.
And in the night, I was afraid of Lord Ramchandra. He is Nishachara Vinashakara. I get spurti in the mid of the night and looking at me.
Come, Prince of Darkness. The Prince of Darkness.
And black is not an unholy color in Indian culture.
Of course not, yes.
So this is one plant. Every garden in India should have it because this has pan-Indian distribution.
Okay.
And
this guy.
Permission.
No, I'm not going to pluck that.
Pluck it, sir, brother.
No, it's so pretty.
It's so pretty. This is.
I will borrow yours once you've done.
Premna ceratifolia, Sanskrit Agnimanda. Okay, smell it. Smell it.
Oh, it's fresh. It's citrusy. It's almost like lemongrass. A little bit of lemongrass in there. Very nice.
So,
very nice.
When we have
ceratifolia,
Premna ceratifolia, any Ayurveda Pandita Acharya, when we go with some complaint, should give one tonic called Dasha Mula Arista. Dasha means 10.
Yes.
Mula is root and made out of 10 roots. Actually, alcoholic tasty.
Yeah, your mouth is watering, brother.
I am a teetotaler. I drink tea. Okay. But I just said.
My mouth is watering.
So, out of the 5 herbs and shrubs, 5 are trees. This is one tree. It is pan-tropical Indian, this thing. It is so beautiful, so hardy. Just cut a branch and poke it into the soil when it rains.
Oh, wonderful.
It establishes itself into a small tree.
And medicinal quality.
And highly medicinal.
So ceratifolia, I'm just guessing, it's because there are serrations on the edge. So ceratifolia obviously means serrations, and you can see that on these leaves.
A feather in the hat, I see. This is, yesterday I was seeing somebody's video. All he said is, any human ailment, this is a panacea for that.
Oh, wow.
My God, this is Nirgundi, Vitex nigundo, and this is variety purpurensis. Yeah, so for us to have depict the black, purple, this is highly medicinal. I know they make oil out of the leaves.
Wow.
Where, you put the drops in the ears for, what is that? You lose balance. What is it called?
No. Vertigo.
Vertigo.
Yeah.
Even for vertigo. Anything.
Wow.
This has a use, is
amazing.
what I saw.
Amazing.
And again, same like that, you don't get to see in our gardens, sadly. Very hardy plant, just cut a
So,
branch.
landscape architects, designers, people making their home gardens, you've got 2 recommendations.
So far,
Yes.
I can give you a number.
Yes.
And also in organic farming, this is the main ingredient in Brahmastra.
Oh,
Yes.
That's right.
Brahmastra being?
This is
Brahmastra is the organic solution made out of like with the 10
Okay, so for used in organic farming.
Yes,
Brahmastra
sir.
used in organic farming, this is the main ingredient. Wow.
pest.
Pest control, for pest control. Do we go into the point or carry on?
Yeah, we go
Yes.
because there is one, how it came in my life. It's the first time I saw a neem tree with black leaves. I had never seen this.
Wow.
I mean,
Black neem.
it came on its own. If someone said it, if it is so, it's a mystery.
Yeah.
Someone has planted it. Oh, great. This is the first one that I saw with such dark leaves. So the
Wonderful.
fourth point, you have
Wonderful.
a neem tree with near black leaves. And we should not
Forget the Magnolia grandiflora.
Magnolia grandiflora.
It's one of the largest magnolia flowers. It has a big flower. We saw this yesterday, but it's dried up now. Oh, it's almost gone now. The flower is almost gone.
Fragrance?
Fragrance is also almost gone. Almost done. It stayed for us yesterday.
Yeah.
These leaves are bright white when it flowers. It's beautiful. It's really fragrant. So there is a controversial opinion about neem also. Some naturalist psychologists believe that it is not actually endemic to India. Of course, this is a matter for debate, so we won't take sides on that. But today you find lots of neem trees in the Deccan Plateau.
But actually, anyway, you said we are not taking sides. So, this is Ochlandra. This black bamboo is edible, medicinal, one of the strengths for any architect. Actually, who decides what plants to be where? Architects.
Yes.
We have
yes.
a role to reach out to them. Okay, and horticulturists in the governments.
Yes.
They decide. So they need to say that all we having, it's an ancient civilization, India. And what is the continuity? One of the continuity, okay, Bharatanatyam continued, but it is not a very old art form, by the way. Okay, 11th century or so started. Continuity is that we have been using these plants in multiple purposes.
Yes.
Almost all there's a Sanskrit saying that there is nothing which is anaushadam. Everything is
Has
useful.
a use. Yeah.
Useful because people knew,
How
had
to
the
use it.
wisdom to use them. So that is why, say for example, I never get tired of talking about
No, you
only if
you never
permit.
get tired of talking.
No. Pot calling the kettle black.
Yes. So you never get tired of talking about?
Talking, say how misplaced is this gulmohar tree.
Oh,
Not
yes.
a timber, it's a bad fuel board, and then this big a pot.
So in Dr.
monkeys don't
Ramakant's
eat.
heroic story, the role of the villain will be played by the Gulmohar tree. He's like Thor in his universe. Not Thor. What is that guy? Who's the guy with the Infinity Stones, bro? With the gauntlet? Thanos. Thanos. Yeah, Thor is the good guy. No, Thanos. So Gulmohar is like Thanos in your universe.
But actually, it is not so. That has its value in Madagascar.
Okay, so go back to Madagascar.
No, no. Grow them sparingly. Don't make it the most numerous tree on earth.
Yeah.
Don't make it most numerous.
No, Gulmohar has become such a part of the Indian landscape in a sense that people think that it's absolutely endemic to India, which it is not. I mean, we had a Gulmohar reader in school. Our English book was called the Gulmohar Reader.
When you talk about English,
Yeah.
The English speaking people are the problem.
The-
In India. They are the people.
मैं तो सिर्फ हिंदी में बात करता हूँ.
हाय 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 हाय. कभी कभी सुनने में आती है. हाय हाय हाय. Actually, a land of ecological wisdom has lost it all, is what I feel. In the last 7-8 decades,
True.
there was no climate change. 1 century ago, we would be riding a horse to come here. Now, in a blink of an eye, the whole thing changed. No, there is a Kannada saying, Hosa chiguru, haleberu, kudiralu, marasogasu. Old roots and young leaves. We lost it all, I feel, when it comes to ecological wisdom. I'm telling you.
Old roots and young leaves. That's what we need.
Yeah.
The young leaves to do the work and the old roots to ground them.
Huh.
Oh, what is this plant?
Senseveria, the NASA said this produces maximum oxygen and things like that.
Huh.
But then NASA got hold of some plants which was available for them. We are a mega biodiversity country, so everybody promotes, this, and then the areca palm, it's
Yes,
there.
yes, yes.
So, but then they said it, they found it. We need to study our plants.
Yes.
So that there is a, the traditional knowledge validated by modern science. Then nobody can deny.
Yes.
So we need to invest more and more into study of this. This is the fifth point. Would you like to talk?
Yes, fifth point is situated here in the human anatomy. And this is the dwandas here are illusion and clarity. And this is the air point actually. And it's a light green color. And that you can see the light green that is, and it's also it's the transitioning point from the heart region to the mind region. The main difference, of course, the heart region is where you are still caught up in the dualities. Once you move out of the heart region, then you are into the mind region, you are beyond the dualities, the pind pradesh. Something you'd like to add, brother?
This is, we don't go into it. I have been meditating for the 31 years now, Heartfulness way. Hardly ever felt work happening here.
That's true.
We, not even Ajna Chakra, the sixth one, we are not led there because we are not taken there because this is illusion, you get stuck. Okay, and then this is center of power. If you are given that kind of power,
impossible to stop.
Stop what?
Oh, look at this little lizard basking.
Dr. Sreenath talks about making a tea out of this, right? Yeah.
What is this, Doc?
This is a fantastic hedge material from Indian plant. Talk about the tea.
This is called Carbona retusa in Andhra Pradesh, especially in the southern part of Andhra Pradesh, and Nelluru, Chitturu, and some Rayalaseema areas. They make tea out of the leaves.
And they drink it with what feeling? Believing that
it is like a.
I know what it is.
Carbona
retusa.
Carbona retusa. So it's an aphrodisiac.
Of course, he was feeling shy, unmarried, a bachelor.
You have no such qualms, of course.
Yeah, no.
So now we are moving away from the heart region and into the mind region, and we have to take a break because we have to change the camera battery, and Brother Chanakya has been working very hard. He looks like he's had a solid workout in the gym. He's sweating, so we need to give him a break. So we'll continue in a little while, and we'll just go change battery, give Chanakya some sustenance, and carry on.
Yeah, from heart region to mind region, it's a quantum jump. So we take a break before that jump happening. Moksha, people talk about liberation happens after the fifth point. That means as a soul, we are not forced to come back into human body. This earthly existence is not mandatory. If you want to serve, come back and serve your humanity, you are welcome, but there is no force.
Yes.
So we are on the edge of liberation.
Wonderful. time for a Coca-Cola.
No, I don't recommend. One glass of Coca-Cola.
Okay, filter coffee, brother.
Filter coffee. Good. Lots of antioxidants. Without milk, it is wonderful. With milk.
With milk.
I
I want with milk.
I want it with milk.
All right. See you in the mind region.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Kanha. Do subscribe to Kanha on YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. Until the next episode, from the entire Kanha team, namaste and goodbye.